Hi, I'm Christophe Langlois, and you're on Visible Banking. Today I'd like to talk about that post that I found a few days ago. Basically, it demonstrates the ability of your angry customers to express themselves online, and more than that, to basically spread the word around them. Pretty potentially damaging to your brand. So, of course, it's very, very important to listen and to help to support your customers as often as you can. The long story short, so blog post, 10th of July 2010, entitled Open Letter to the Worst Bank in the Known Universe. Pretty strong statement here. Few entrepreneurs in the US, they've been banking with Chase for 3 years, and they kind of feel like that the banks never really supported them growing the business. Basically, you can see in bold, this month you charge us $60 just to withdraw and deposit money. So they feel, really bad about their bank. Huh? Your customer service is not good and blah, blah, blah. So I will pass you the details. You can read that here. Basically, thank you for, well, nothing. And I think probably one of the strongest points, see you at HSBC. Pretty strong statement here. They smartly use two things in social media, a blog, very easy, I mean free and just basically a short article, and Twitter to spread the word. It's an interesting business. Again, I'll let you read that, but basically, their goal is that to reward the world because the world deserves a better high spot. It's high spot makers, basically. And they've got a voice and they're angry about their bank. Twitter. So, of course, if there was only the blog, I guess wouldn't be much more of an issue. But they smartly used Twitter, smartly just using one tweet, basically. And you see the tweet here. It's called An Open Letter to the Worst Bank in the World. So it's just the title of the blog. And you see there that it has been relayed or retweeted, so on the most popular microblogging platform. The interesting bit here is, of course, the comments people added. One very good one, I think, is, and I thought Bank of America sucked. So, which means that it's a good way actually to demonstrate that it's not only an issue which concerns one big bank, but pretty much all the financial institutions are potentially at risk there. And you see, this is awesome. So people like basically that. Props to Pops. Thanks for the info. Which means that some of those people may decide not to bank with Chase based on that post. So it's potentially pretty damaging to the brand. I like that one, very creative. So Jose basically changed the short URL and he created one specific one, very explicit, called Chase Sucks. Very creative. No. Then I decided to check on Twitter Chase Bank's presence. It's not just I decided the last few days. You know that I'm tracking over 1,300 financial institutions, or shall I say accounts from financial institutions on Twitter in more than 60 countries, and I've never found an official Chase Bank account. So if you look for Chase Bank, you see two. Of course, those are not official, but one of them being Boycott Chase. Again, quite interesting. And Chase Bank with a space. Again, no official account. Chase Bank sucks in second position, and you've got 3 and 4 Chase sucks. Chase Banking at the bottom of your screen kind of look official, but I believe it's not. Then, when you do a research on Chase Bank, so in one word on Twitter, you notice that people are using the @ so basically to address a message to the bank. But the only twist here is that they're using a Twitter account which doesn't exist anymore. It wasn't legal, so basically it wasn't legit, so it has been removed from the Twitter database, or member base. But people are still addressing their tweets there. So I think it's pretty serious here. The bank needs to have an official presence on Twitter, like any other major social networks. It's very critical, if only for that reason. So you see that they're addressing, you see 2 or 3 addressing their tweets at Chase Bank. But Chase Bank doesn't exist. And more importantly, it wasn't official. Okay, so it's pretty serious here. People are sending message to an account which doesn't work basically or exist, but they feel like they're talking to the bank. Then you check Chase Bank with the hashtag, and getting a bit more interesting again for the bank. It sucks, it's terrible, unsatisfied. How long does it take to get someone on the phone? Basically, and my main question is Chase Bank listening at all? Yeah? Again, pretty serious. It's a good demonstration to me of the importance of listening, the importance of building some kind, even blunt, but some kind of presence on the major social media sites like Twitter. Of course, it's not that easy to engage with people there. You need to have a proper content strategy, and you need to basically create conversations and respond. A few financial institutions are doing very well though in terms of customer support, such as Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Ask Citi, so Citibank, and companies like American Express. I would be very pleased to work with you to help you better understand what's happening on Twitter, how your peers and your competitors are using this, again, very successful and popular microblogging site, and help you distinguish, help you differentiate yourself among your competition. It was Christophe Langlois, Visible Banking in London, UK.